Hello and welcome to my DIY today, and today I'm going to show you how to make loaded potato soup. On such cold days it's so nice to just get a bowl of hot soup. So I'm going to show you what you need. Okay, 4 large potatoes or 6 to 7 smaller potatoes. I'll keep the skins on, but you guys can peel them and just dice them. 2 cups of chicken broth. I made my own. 2 cups of water, 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon, 8 pieces of bacon, 1 cup of cheese, 1/4 a cup of flour, 3½ cups of milk, 1 teaspoon of salt, half an onion, or put in 1 teaspoon of chopped onion, and half a teaspoon of pepper, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, let's start out with cooking up the bacon. Actually, the bacon's already cooked. I'm just going to heat it up so I can crumble it. And in the meantime, while you're waiting for the bacon to cook, cut up them potatoes. And there's the potatoes cut up. And then the bacon is done. I took that out of the pan. Now let's pour the rest of the stuff in. Add the potatoes. And onion to the bacon grease. There's not a lot of bacon grease. And for half of an onion, we just do 1 teaspoon for the onion. Okay, cook for about 5 minutes. There's not a lot of bacon grease because it's pre-cooked bacon. So I'm going to put in some of this water stuff. I'm going to add the bouillon so I have some kind of moisture in there. Cook these up for about 5 minutes. Okay. And that's just to cook the onions. Since I'm using dry onions, I don't need to worry about that. So go ahead and add 1/4 of a cup of flour and get that mixed in there good while it's still kind of cold. Cook this for about 2 minutes. Now let's add the milk. 3½ cups of milk. Almost need a bigger pan. I like using my cast iron pans. And then add the salt and pepper and cook it on low for 25 minutes uncovered. Bring it to a boil. Bring it to a boil and then let it simmer for 25 minutes. Okay. I have added the salt and pepper, and I put in 1 more tablespoon of dried onions. If you don't like onions that much, then only do 1 tablespoon. Okay, now we're going to bring it to a boil and let it simmer for 25 minutes till those potatoes are softened. Now the soup is boiling, so I turned it down to simmer. And just check every once in a while, make sure the potatoes are not sticking. And then I took the bacon and crumbled that up. I will add that after everything is done. So let that simmer for 25 minutes. It has been 25 minutes and the potatoes are soft. So now we'll add the bacon and cheese. Stir that in. I'm going to turn it off. Doesn't need to cook anymore. And your potato soup is finished. Let that melt in. And I saved a little bit of bacon bits and a little bit of cheese to put on top, just to garnish. Alrighty, there it is, and I got my homemade wheat bread there with it, and all ready to go. Looks delicious. Now to eat it up. Oh, and the soup that's left over, I'm just going to put it in separate containers and freeze it so I have soup for later. Oh, and it freezes for at least a couple of months. So that'll be good dinner for you. Just find some Tupperware containers with lids on and label it on top so you know what it is and when you put it in there. And that is your yummy, warm, loaded potato soup for on such a cold day. Remember, my DIYs come on every Friday at 2, so see you next time, and good night. Look at that, and that's what I will be eating for dinner tonight.